What is going on, everybody? Welcome here today to a NBA draft reaction winners losers type video. I just got home pretty much a little bit ago from being at the NBA draft, and yeah, I'm going to talk about my opinions on the draft here. So this is my first time going to a draft. I actually thought it was a really cool experience. I went with a couple of my friends and we sat pretty high up, so I think next time I go I'm definitely going to want to be lower, but it was definitely cool. I did tweet out a lot of my picks. I'm sorry if I pissed some of you off that I did kind of spoil some picks. I mean, Woj was beating me to it, and he was even I was at the draft and he knew who people were getting picked before Adam Silver came out, so you can't really blame me too much for that. But yeah, I'm just going to talk about here the draft, a couple winners, losers, and a reaction video. I'm not going to go too much on the winners and losers, but I'm going to get into it. And yeah, I guess we can start off with our first winners, and I think my first, I think the team that did the best in the first round was the Phoenix Suns. I mean, with the first pick, they did take DeAndre Ayton. Like I said, he was not my number one guy in the draft, but I do love the trade of getting Mikal Bridges. Now, Mikal Bridges and I don't know if they could run Devin Booker at point guard sets, because that would be super interesting, because how can you get Bridges? You could play a super small lineup with Josh Jackson at the 4, Mikal Bridges at the 4. It'll be interesting with Ayton already out there, but I think getting Ayton and then Mikal Bridges, in my eyes, 2 top 10 talents there in the first round is insane, and I think that is my first winner is the Phoenix Suns. I'm not going to go too much in the winners and losers, but I'm going to give a brief talk about them, and then I'm going to get into my kind of reaction. But another winner I have is the Dallas Mavericks. Now, yes, you did give up a protected pick in the future. I was kind of hoping the Knicks would maybe do this in 2020, not for next year, but in 2020. But getting Luka Doncic, I think, is amazing for the Mavericks. Even if you're bad next year, as long as you're either a playoff, better than I think it's a top 5 protected pick for the next 3 years or something like that, and then they'll get in 2022 or something like that. But getting Luka Doncic at pick 5 for Dallas is incredible value. I think that was a steal, and I think they're going to be a winner here. Not a lot really you could say besides that, but yeah, getting Luka Doncic when you had the 5th pick coming into this, I think you're a winner in my eyes. 2 more winners I want to talk about. One is the Orlando Magic. I think getting Mo Bamba at 6 is a great thing. I remember me and my friend were talking about a trade would be Nikola Vucevic and a second straight up for Dennis Schroeder. I mean, Atlanta needs a center. I mean, I guess they have Dedmon and Miles Plumlee, and Orlando needs a point guard. That would be an interesting trade. The salaries, I'm pretty sure, would match up. They're kind of on similar contracts, similar paid, and stuff like that. But yeah, I think that'd be a cool trade. But yeah, I do love Mo Bamba. 6, you guys know I'm high on Mo Bamba. I'm super high on Mo Bamba. I love him in this draft, and I think him falling to 6 is really nice. I would have taken him if I was Atlanta. I'll get to that, but I'm not a huge fan of Atlanta going Trae Young over Bamba. I would have went Bamba over him, but yeah, they decided to go Trae Young, which I am a big Trae. I'm not a Trae Young hater. I actually do like him in this draft, and I think they're a winner, the Magic. And my next winner is the Denver Nuggets. Now, Michael Porter Jr. falling to 14. I think, mocked Miles Bridges falling to them to 14, and I know a lot of people had maybe Kevin Knox falling to them at 14. And they arguably got the best small forward in the draft, all depending on his health. But who cares? It's the 14th pick. You're risking it. You're already a playoff caliber team. And yes, they were 1 game away from missing the playoffs, but they can make the playoffs 100%. They have a good roster with Millsap, Jokic, Murray, and Harris. I put out a tweet saying the Murray, Harris, Porter Jr., Millsap, Jokic lineup's kind of fire. And I mean, it is. I really like that lineup. And hopefully we can see it next year. Hopefully the dude's healthy. I don't want to see Wilson Chandler out there. I really don't want to see Malik Beasley out there. I want to see Michael Porter Jr. And I think even at 14, even if he's a bust and he has injury concerns, it's not like you would just drop the top 10 pick on him, a top 5 pick on him. I love the pick there at 14, and I think they're a winner because of that. So I have 2 more subtitle winners, small winners here. One is the San Antonio Spurs. Getting Lonnie Walker at pick 18 is incredible value, and yeah, I thought he was I thought he was a lottery pick. I thought he was going to be a lottery pick. If not, he was going to go 15 to the Washington Wizards. But yeah, he goes, 18 to the Spurs, and I think that's incredible value there. And then I think the Pacers are a winner with getting Aaron Holiday at pick 23. I think he could be a starter in a year from now with Collison just being a bridge guy, and he could definitely start there with Oladipo in a year from now, and then you have Turner, and then you have a good foundation there. I do like Aaron Holiday a lot in this draft, and I think, yeah, so I think my winners in this draft are Phoenix, are Orlando, are Denver, are Dallas, and I do like San Antonio and Indiana. Now we'll get to the losers. Now, I'm going to give my losers here, and I don't think they're just they made the wrong picks. I mean, I think they could have made better picks. So there's going to be two. I think the Hawks and Kings are losers in my part. That the fact that they both passed on Luka Doncic. Now, I do like both the picks. I do like Trae Young. I actually like Trae Young a little bit more than Marvin Bagley. I don't know how well Marvin Bagley. I saw somebody actually give a good Thomas Robinson comparison, but I do think he's going to be a good player in the NBA Bagley. And I don't mind the pick at 2. I kind of thought they should have traded down maybe to Dallas at 5, and they could have gotten a lot or something for that. And they could have gotten Bagley at 5, or at least they could have gotten Jaren Jackson Jr. there and a pick next year. But I think passing on Luka at 2 was a mistake, and I don't really like the pick, but we'll see. He's not really the best shooter in the world. I mean, he's an okay shooter. Like we know Bagley, he's not really a passer big man. He's not a defender, and yeah, we'll see, because he does have his flaws on defense, and he could be a power forward center, so we'll be interested. And I don't know, Atlanta, I love the trade. I love getting Young in a future first. That's good. I just don't like the fact that you passed on Luka Doncic for Trae Young. I don't like that. I think Luka is miles better than Trae Young, but I do like Trae Young. I just think that they should have just stuck with Luka, take him at 3, best player available. Should have been maybe the number 1 pick in this draft, and they let him fall to 3. Which was quite surprising. So yeah, I just think Sacramento and the Hawks are on this just for the sole reason that they didn't draft bad players, but for the reason that they passed on Luka Doncic. Now, a small loser here, I'm actually going to give Philly an L here, just for the fact that they traded such an NBA-ready player, arguably the most NBA-ready player in this year's draft, Mikal Bridges, to a championship contender. You know Philly's going to be trying to go for a title next year. Why trade him for... I'm going to butcher his name, Zary Smith or whatever. I know you got, a 2021 first rounder. I think it's via the Heat. I guess that was in the Dragic trade. But why? Why would you just... Oh, my God, you got the Philly boy. It was such a cool connection. I mean, I do like Zary Smith, and, you get a first-round pick, but you just had such an NBA-ready guy in Mikal Bridges. Why would you trade him? I just didn't really understand that. I mean, somebody will probably debunk that and just call me an idiot and give me a reason why in the comments, but I don't like that. I thought Mikal Bridges was such an NBA-ready guy for them. I don't know. I really like the pick there, and I thought he was going to contribute right away to help them win a title this year or contend for a title this year, and I just don't like them trading it away. Now, I'm going to actually give both the Hornets and the Clippers an L. I mean, they gave up Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the Hornets. I think Clippers take a bigger L than the Hornets here, but I really don't like the fact that they traded Shai Gilgeous for just 2 future seconds. I would have liked maybe another first out of that. And yeah, they just gave that up for Miles Bridges. Does this mean Kemba is going to stay? I mean, now Miles Bridges has to compete with Batum and MKG, which will be very interesting to see how those minutes will go around. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about Miles Bridges there. I think they had a good pick in Shai Gilgeous. I really like him. Big athletic guard. And they just traded him away for 2 second-round picks. I wasn't too fond of that. And the Clippers, I love them getting Shai Gilgeous. I love that. I absolutely love that. So I give them a W for their 12th pick. But the 13th pick, I don't like the Jerome Robinson. That's what it was. I don't mind the player in Jerome Robinson from BC, but I definitely think you could have traded down and you could have got him in the late teen to early 20s and taking him at 13 when you have Michael Porter Jr. on the board. I wasn't fond of that. I wasn't fond of leaving Lonnie Walker, getting Jerome Robinson over Lonnie Walker or Troy Brown. Even DiVincenzo, I don't like that pick. I even like Kevin Huerter over Jerome Robinson. I don't even know if I had him in the first round of my mock, to be honest with you. I might have had him in the late first. And I think the Clippers, they get a W for getting Shai Gilgeous, but I think it's an L for taking Jerome Robinson. A total reach when they could have traded down and got him. I wasn't too happy, or I wasn't too fond of that pick. Jazz, I'm giving you an L for Grayson Allen. You know why. Also, I didn't give them a W, but I'm just going to give them a W right now. Celtics, Robert Williams. I think he's a steal at 27. I think he's arguably one of the best. I think he's I think he's him. I think Bamba, Jaren Jackson Jr. are the 2 best defenders, big men in this draft. And then I think Robin Williams is right there at 3. He's a lot better of a defender than DeAndre Ayton is. And yeah, I think getting him at 27 is filthy. Him and Horford on the same lineup. You have him at power forward, Horford at center. That's pretty scary defensively in games, and I do like that pick there, and I think the Celtics do get a dub there. So that's my winners and losers, and then I'm just going to talk about the draft a little bit more here. So just to talk about the draft here, I thought we were going to get maybe an NBA player trade like a Kemba Walker or something like that on draft night. Maybe like the Raptors were going to pull a trade for Lowry or DeRozan, or Schroeder would have been traded. That would have been more interesting, but I think the draft was a fairly good draft this year. There was a lot of uncertainty with what the Bulls were going to do, what half these teams were going to do, what the Kings were going to do until kind of... Can we also talk about Woj? apparently there was an agreement where he couldn't tweet like the picks. So this man decides to just whip out the thesaurus and use a different word every time and just spoil the picks. Basically, that he was spoiling the picks before I could spoil the picks, and I was there. I mean, like, does he just have a rep like that just tells him like from every team? Like, does he have like 30 contacts from 30 teams and they told him who they're picking? Like, or did he just have a great mind to guess this? But I don't know. Woj is the king of just analyzm. Analyzm? That is not the right word. Also, I did like the Nets pick at 29 with Musa. I thought that was a kind of steal there. But yeah, I thought the draft was pretty good. I mean, the Michael Porter Jr. was the big story at 14. I do really like that lineup. I think that was a good pick. The Wendell Carter Jr. I do like too with Lauren Markkinen, and I did tweet that out. Colin Sexton at 8. I don't know how I feel about that with the Cavs. Now, I don't know, because was that a pick to retain LeBron? I mean, it'll definitely help, but I think he's more NBA ready than Shai Gilgeous. I think Gilgeous is more of a project, but has more potential than Sexton, and that's probably why they went Sexton over him, just because he's more NBA ready now, and that's kind of maybe going to entice LeBron. I don't know. But yeah, I did that. And okay, yeah, let me talk the Knicks pick before I end it, because you guys know me, I'm a Knicks fan. I wanted Kevin Knox. I was going to be okay if they said Michael Porter Jr. or Kevin Knox. I wasn't going to be mad. I didn't want Mikal Bridges. I didn't want Miles Bridges. I wanted either Knox or Porter Jr. And yeah, also, to people that say Knicks fans are bad fans, please shut up. Like, there's going to be those 10 Knicks fans, like any other fan of any team was. Like, there was Bulls fans. There was so many other fans there that were pissed when their team passed on Michael Porter Jr. So don't just single us out and say we're shitty fans just because you can go back to the Porzingis one and use that for everything. But yeah, obviously there's going to be fans that boo, and then they're going to zoom on them for ESPN because it's something to talk about Knicks fans. But no, I can tell you most fans were happy with Kevin Knox, and they weren't mad with it. I was happy. I'm ready for him. Frank Ntilikina, Kristaps, probably a first-round pick next year. I'm excited, and then hopefully they'll have cap space. I mean, Noah will be up in a year, which will be nice. Or, wait, is Noah? No, Noah's 2 more years, right? Oh, Christ. Maybe they can trade him next year. I don't know. Maybe some team will take him just because he has a 1-year deal. And they're going to have to pull some D'Angelo Russell type trade. Oh, my God. I don't know. That sucks. But apparently they can give a max deal. How? I don't even know how they can give a max deal next year. They're going to have to either buy out Noah or do something stupid. I don't know. But I am happy with the Kevin Knox pick, and I really like Mitchell Robinson in the second round. Also, Angelo Ball didn't get drafted. As of now, I'm recording this. He has not been signed to a summer league team or nothing like that yet, so we'll be on the lookout for that. He will probably be picked up as an undrafted free agent, but I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that will be for me. That was kind of me talking about the NBA draft and my opinion on it. Let me know what you guys think. Did you like your team in the draft? What they did? Did you not like what your team did in the draft? Who takes a dub in this draft? Who takes an L in this draft? Let me know in the comments. Drop a like if you guys did enjoy the video. You guys will get rebuilds today. As of now, I think it's going to be Michael Porter Jr. Nuggets, Kevin Knox Knicks. I'm not sure if that's actually going to happen. You might get a Luka Doncic Mavericks. I don't know. But be on the lookout for those. Thank you all for watching. I love you guys. See you guys next video. Peace.